colleague of mine had asked Martin to do a television film, and he had never made a television film before. And he was a famous still photographer, as you know, Magnum photographer, and my colleague said, we want Martin to use a little DV camcorder. Can you teach him how to do this? Because I had made some reputation as a television producer in training people to use DV cameras. And Martin came here, and I talked to him and said to him, you won't like this, being a famous photographer, but in television, the sound is more important than the picture. And he was astonished. And I said, the reason is that audiences are unbelievably forgiving about bad picture. But if the sound is bad, they get very angry. They want to hear the jokes. They want to hear the facts. They want to hear the score. Whatever it is, the sound is important.
Keeper's face, what, with his elbow? No, he didn't. Well, no, but... Oh, come on. Are you English or what?
He would film all over the country, filming at village fêtes, at carnivals, in pubs, in bars, in the street, young people, old people, all kinds of people, trying to find out what it is about the English when they think about their national identity. It's called Think of England.
Freezing, horrible, hate Blackpool.
This is one of my favourite scenes.
I rather the South End than being Blackpool. I hate it. Loathe it. I absolutely hate it.
What do you think about English blokes?
Bit dodgy. Some of them are okay, but most of them are a bit dodgy. Especially the ones I've met today. A bit dodgy.
And when you think of England, what do you think about?
When I think England, I think lie back and think of England.
Not like this.
Is that what you're hoping to do for this weekend?
Yeah. What, lie back and think of England? Ah! Do I look the sort?
English blokes! They're boring! They're too fat! All they're after is sex, one-night stands, and they're not bothered about the woman deep inside. They just want sex. And the lager lounge. Yeah, that's it. The lager lounge. And they don't look at your face, they just look there and then that's it.
You see how close the camera is? He's never shy of anybody. He'll go up to people who are completely drunk. He'll go up to people who most people wouldn't go near, and he's unthreatening, and he's interested in them. And he will film things that most other people won't film. In the scene that's just about to start, there is a huge wind in Blackpool, and it's so sort of cold and wet. Most normal film crews would have run for cover. Just look at this. The weather is complete foul. And people are walking against the wind and they can hardly stand up. But instead of thinking, oh, the weather's too bad to film, I'll stay out there and get the shots.
What do you think of the English weather?
I think it's wonderful.
And part of this film, it was called Think of England, and it was about the nature of Englishness. And one of the things he noticed that everybody he interviewed all the time talked about the weather. I don't know whether it's the same in Holland, but we are obsessed by weather. So it was a kind of natural for him to shoot a scene about weather, how awful the weather is and how people cope with it and kind of like it in a bizarre way. He'll just talk to anybody, and he's interested in everybody equally. So the guy lying in the street or the guy coming out of the Rolls Royce are both equally interesting to him. That makes him unusual, I think.
Like that. Oh, there's the top hat. People photographing the Queen with their mobile phones, pins, smoking. You select from the contacts, and now I've got, maybe 20 here. So, I quite like that. I'll probably knock these down, take most of them out, and maybe come out with half a dozen, which will go then into the archive. So these are my final selection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I guess really, it's funny, I probably like the stain picture most of all. So isn't it strange that the smallest stain becomes in the end the most significant thing? I like the top hat because it's so weird that a woman is holding a top hat. Perhaps one doesn't have a top hat on when one takes a pee. I don't quite know. But this is not. I like the cigarette here. It's funny how the small details, which of course this is a detail in itself, and then a detail within a detail, like the suck on the drawer there and the stain here, become perhaps the memorable things. For me, I don't know. Don't ask me how to describe it. That's why I'm still a photographer, because I cannot quite describe it. You don't quite know when or how you're going to get it. And you only know it when you see it. And even then, you may not even know that you've got it.
But you select it.
Of course, what else can you do? But it's a very strange process, and it's so difficult to describe, and that's the magic of it, really. You know it when you see it, but you don't know how to get